Hey boys and girls, it's Chris Eads, known online as Wootini, here with another Gay Gamer video podcast. This week, starting with a quick movie review, I went back to see Underwater, which is a sci-fi B-movie thriller starring Kristen Stewart. And it's basically the Abyss, but the aliens are not friendly. Or whatever they are. They're not friendly. It was good. It's perfectly entertaining. It's not... like I said on Twitter, it's not trying to reinvent the wheel, but if the wheel still turns, let it roll. Like, it doesn't try to do anything, like, super clever or super different. So it's just sort of there, and it's entertaining, and it's fine. But, you know, it's not like, ooh, that was amazing. But, I mean, you don't expect that from, you know, sci-fi and horror movies released in January are never really going to be, like, top-tier stuff. January is the dumping ground. I mean, like, seriously, this was the second week of release, and, it's barely playing anymore. like, it's in, like, 2 theaters. It's terrible. It's disappearing quickly. So, but I want to get my money's worth out of my AMC A-list, so I went back. Kristen Stewart's actually pretty good in it. She does a nice, like, kind of Sigourney Weaver heroine kind of thing. Strong female character. Unfortunately, just like in Alien, she ends up in her underpants, but, you know, what are you going to do? It's also funny because she's in her underpants, and I'm like, you have to be freezing. You're underwater in the ocean. That water has to be, like, super cold, but no one reacts like it's cold, so I'm like, whatever. It's that kind of movie. Like, you don't think about it too hard. My only 2 complaints with it were that some of the underwater photography is a little murky, so it's hard to see what you're looking at, and that's fine when it's, ooh, what was that? Did you see that? What was that mysterious shape? You know, okay, it's supposed to be vague and hard to see. But when, like, someone's life is in danger, like, you can't follow who's who and what's happening to them. You're like, wait, they fell? What happened? Like, there's one sequence where, like, lives are in jeopardy, and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm looking at. So I don't know who's going to die. I don't know what's happening right now. And you just go along with it. And the other problem I had with it was T.J. Miller is basically playing T.J. Miller, so you just spend the first half of the movie just, like, counting down the moments until his character is killed off. Because you just can't wait that long. As for gaming, I am still playing all of the same games that I have been playing recently. Although I was much surprised to discover I finished a section of Tomb Raider and was told, go prepare yourself before we go and do this. And I'm like, oh, wait, this is the go prepare yourself before the final battle at the end of the game. Gotcha. So now I'm like, hang on, let me fast travel back to the other areas and, like, try to wrap stuff up and collect as much as I possibly can and get as many upgrades and skill upgrades as I possibly can and then go into this final battle. I'm surprised that I'm at the end so quickly. It hasn't even been a month because I got it for Christmas and I started just after Christmas. So I'm like, it hasn't even been a month, but in fairness, I have been playing it practically every day when I get home from work, and for, like, a good hour or two, like, I spend my evening, like, as much time as I can just, like, playing Tomb Raider. So the save, like, it just keeps loading my game, so I don't know the time that I have spent playing it. I don't know if there's a way to look that up in the loading screen or something, maybe. I haven't loaded my game. It's just been a continuous thing. So I don't know how long I've actually technically been playing it, but it doesn't feel like it's been very long because it hasn't even been a month. But I feel I've been enjoying it and I've gotten my money's worth. So, you know, we'll see how long it takes me before I decide to go for the end. What I wanted to talk about this week is the impending death of one of my favorite beloved video game series, SingStar. Now the game will still work, but the SingStar team has announced that they are shutting down the SingStore and all online connectivity on January 31st of 2020. So very soon you will not be able to purchase new content, new songs. The SingStore is closing. SingStar is officially just dead. You can still play your discs, you can still play whatever songs you've downloaded, but for all intents and purposes, SingStar is gone. There will be no more SingStar, which is super sad. It would be sadder if they had been releasing DLC still for a while, but they haven't, not for like a long, long time. So, like, it's basically kind of been dead for a while, and now they're just pulling the plug. But it's still sad to me because I miss my music games. Any of you who remember GayGamer.net remember that I was all about the music games. I wrote tons of articles. Every week I would tell you what the new DLC for Rock Band was, and here's what's coming out for Dance Central, and here's the SingStar update, you know. Whenever they would release an update, I was on it, and I was super excited to play those new songs, and try the new games when they had a new Dance Central. I'd give it a review, and, you know, like, I was all over the music games. It's one of my favorite video game genres, and it's sad to me that it seems to be dying off, and there's nothing left. And I feel like, and this is just my theory, I have no scientific proof of this, but Rock Band appears to be... Okay, Rock Band is still surviving, it still exists, and I'm convinced that it's because the only way to play Rock Band is with those instruments. You have to have the Rock Band guitar and drum set, a microphone, and keyboards for Rock Band 3. I miss those keyboards, that was like my favorite. But then I just realized, saying this now, that the seeming invincibility of Just Dance contradicts that. Because Just Dance, to me, I've never liked Just Dance. I liked Dance Central better, because Dance Central had a camera tracking your body movements, so you weren't just waving around a remote or a move controller. You had to move your arms and legs in specific ways in order for the camera to track you and get the points. So you had to actually dance, not just flail around with a move controller in your hand. So Just Dance sort of ruins my theory that it needs to stay like a real... Like, Rock Band made you feel like a rock star because you're playing a guitar or the drums or singing into a microphone. And SingStar started out great, but then they were like, okay, now, you know, it's going to be like an app on your phone, so if you don't have to go and buy the microphones. You can sing into your cell phone. And I'm like, okay, I get the idea of not making someone buy the peripheral, the accessory. And it was always annoying that SingStar only worked with the SingStar microphones. You couldn't just get an inexpensive USB mic. Like all the other singing games used USB mics. But SingStar, you had to have the SingStar mics. And they were a little more expensive. They were a lot more, as I recall, actually. And they're like, but now you can just sing into your phone. And I'm just like, singing into a cell phone sucks. Like, nobody, who wants to do that? I want to sing into an actual microphone, a little plastic microphone, because then I feel like I'm actually singing. Singing into my phone, it ruins the illusion. And that's why I always prefer Dance Central to Just Dance, because Just Dance, you're waving a controller around with one hand, and you could literally just sit on the couch and go like this, and still get the points. And that's lame. You should actually get to do it, and then you feel like some of the best Dance Central routines, you feel like you're doing actual choreography and you're really dancing. Just like with Rock Band, where you feel like you're really playing the guitar. You're not, but you feel like you are, which is awesome. And so with Just Dance, they're like, oh, just wave your Wii remote around. And now you can just use your cell phone. And who wants to dance with a cell phone in your hand? You can just wave that around and get the points. And then if it goes flying, hope it doesn't break. Who wants that? So, I had theorized that it was trying to open up the music games to use your cell phone and whatever that was kind of killing it, because you're ruining the illusion, because you don't have a little fake microphone or a fake guitar or a fake drum set. But for whatever reason, Just Dance, it just keeps going. And people love it. And it's just it's kind of annoying because I don't really like Just Dance. I did get, I think I got Just Dance 2019 for the Switch, just 'cause, and it was okay, but it was no Dance Central, and it's hard. And I miss my music games, and I don't know if they're coming back or not. It's sad. I don't play them as often anymore, to be honest. I can't remember the last time that I played Rock Band. I have played SingStar, like, not recently, but like last year I played SingStar because, you know, it's fun and you can just plug in the microphones and do a little karaoke and it's great. I haven't like I haven't gone in the closet to dig out my Rock Band instruments and put in fresh batteries and play along. But I used to play them constantly because back in the day they had regular DLC updates. So even when I was playing the new Tomb Raider or Mass Effect, I'm like, oh, let me put that on hold for a minute and pop Rock Band back in there so that I can play this new song because I love this song from Yes, yay! And, you know, it kept you playing with the regular DLC. And then when the DLC stopped coming in as regularly, you stopped playing the game as much. And that was sad. And I would occasionally break it out, and I still enjoy a little round of Dance Central or a few songs in SingStar, but I miss it. And it's sad, because I want new music. That would help make the games, I would play it more if there was still more DLC coming. And I know that Harmonix is like kind of experimenting with new, different kinds of music games. And I don't know, maybe they'll hit upon something that I try and I really love, and I'll say, yay, new music game. But I don't know. Like, I miss the heyday of Rock Band and SingStar and Dance Central, and I feel like, unfortunately, that's never going to happen again. Boo earns. But I invite everyone to join me on January 31st, sing a bunch of songs in SingStar as we say goodbye to a video game classic. And also come back next episode when I may or may not have finished Tomb Raider. We'll see. I don't know. See you then. Bye!